Hey there, welcome to the Creatives Conversation. If you're new here, we're a podcast all about how to level up as a creative. So if you want to figure out how to sustain your creative endeavor by like making money, that's a real thing. Or if you want to learn how to just get connected or get better at your craft, we're also here for that. Today, we are excited because we're in a series.
Yes.
We've been in a series called Level Up. And what Level Up is all about, mind, body, soul. And then we also did like a 3P thing, right? So it's perception for the mind, physical for the body, and practical for the soul.
There you go.
So we've done perception, the mind, which was really good. So make sure you check those episodes out. We're just about to finish up the physical. And today is our last episode. And then we'll jump into the practical tips on how to level up your game as a creative, business, artistry, everything. So here we go. But today we're talking about fitness tips for life.
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
So last time we had Christian Ricketts on the show, and that was a fun time. He also gave us really practical.
Yeah, very knowledgeable.
What do you call them? Workout.
Yep.
Exercises.
I would say he pretty much broke down like a basic exercise that like anyone could do getting started, and kind of like the things that you would want to keep in mind to get started. So like trying to find what weight to use, like how many reps to do, like what to focus on, like depending on what you're trying to work out, I guess. So it
was good.
Sure.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And we have a PDF. I keep mentioning this PDF because we're recording ahead of time. The PDF will be made by the time you're watching this, and it is all of that in a PDF. So all of the exercises and all of that, no pictures, but like descriptions for you to be able to take with you to the gym instead of trying to like rewind and like, you know how that is.
Yeah.
You're just like, I don't want to rewind this video. I'm in the gym. I wish I just had it like laid out.
Yeah.
We have that for you in the description or the show notes. So just type in your email address and we'll send that to you right away so you can get to gym hopping.
All right.
Is that a thing, gym hopping?
I think it is. Especially if you're with Planet Fitness, you can go
just gym hop.
Yeah, you can go to any of them. So if you have the Black membership, but
yeah, that's the Black membership. I don't go to Planet Fitness, but I've heard stories.
Do. That's my gym currently. So
I work out in the apartment complex.
There's a lot of mixed reviews, honestly.
Yeah, you love it or you hate it. But
there's like, I don't know. I'm part of like the thing on Facebook, the Facebook group. So anyways, there's a lot of interest.
So if you love or hate Planet Fitness, leave a comment.
Or don't.
Or you could. I would love to personally see if you use Planet Fitness, what you think. Anyways, today's topic is fitness tips for life. Okay. So Kendra and I were going to give some tips that we took away from our last podcast with Christian, but as well as some of our own, because Kendra's super acclimated in the fitness space, like doing her own personal fitness. I would say I am too. I've been a little bit of a slacker. That doesn't mean I don't have history though.
Oh my goodness. I wouldn't call you a slacker.
Oh, she's so kind to me. My body is like, you're slacking. We're moving slower. But Kendra has like a sports history. You still play sports. Like if you're new here, you should know that about her. I used to be an athlete back in my heyday. Like I'm one of those people now that is officially like back in my day.
I mean, yeah, I catch myself saying that all the time.
Yeah, I don't say back in my day, but I'll be like back in, but if you have to say back in the day, like it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I even slapped my knee.
Not like last year, like
I don't, but
you have to say back in. It's a long time ago. But anyways, what is one tip that you could think of? Or I could go first. You let me know.
I can go. It's fine.
Okay, from last podcast that you felt like was impactful to you.
Oh man, so many. I would say
I know there were a
good.
lot.
Yeah, there were so many. I would say one that's like on the top of my head right now is honestly how to find like I guess like your weight range for like reps. So like
give us more
for like doing, just as an easy example. I guess like let's just do push-ups. So for push-ups. So like starting out, like what Christian mentioned, is like going till failure. So, and then like doing that, and then you'll find your reps. I guess, you would say reps.
Like your rep number that you should do personally.
Yep. So say if you like went to failure and you did like, I don't know, let's just say 25.
Yeah.
Then I think he said like, probably do like 5 less than that. And so you'll do like 3 sets of, or whatever, how many sets you're going to do, but of like whatever, was 5 less. So 3 sets of 20 or something like that. And then like
That's
gradually, gradually like increasing and stuff like that over a course of time, whatever you should.
At your discretion,
yes,
of course.
Honestly, so I would say that was like a really cool tip to like find that. But I would say honestly, making a plan before you go is always the best thing.
Wait, you can't tell all the tips in one. Oh, we're gonna do a rapid fire. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm like, don't give it all
like
away.
The overall tip.
No, just like one to start, and then we're gonna do rapid fire.
Okay.
Gotcha. I'd be surprising Kendra on these things. Like, surprise.
No, I'm just like, okay. So you're.
No, that was good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I actually forgot about that, so I need to for me, I would say the conversation we had in I think it was 2 podcasts ago about like the one-offs, like having, it's okay to eat kind of like whatever you want, but just like not, if you're eating relatively healthy, like you can have a cookie, but like don't have a cookie like every day if it's your goal to lose weight or to get fit or whatever. So like knowing that like you can have the one-off, but like don't make it a 7-off.
Yeah.
So like I am like 100% certified 7-offer.
I've been there. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna have a cookie today too.
And I'm gonna have
it was so good.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. And maybe I won't do it tomorrow, but tomorrow comes. You're like, you know what? It's fine. I'll get right
myself.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I had 8 cookies this week. And for some of us, we could do that because we're like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But like for others of us, maybe you should not. But the one-off concept is like less limiting. Like it's more like you can be free to eat whatever you want. You don't have to stress about like never having good food that you like, the foods that you like. And so that was powerful.
Yeah.
I kept thinking about that all week,
Yeah. I mean, I know we're just doing one-offs, but like just to add on to that really quick.
No, you can.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
this is a conversation.
But I just wanted to say, I mean, like it should be more of a freeing moment. Like obviously you need to be disciplined, like especially in like, true to your goals and stuff like that. But it should not feel limiting because you're not going to be able to sustain it if you feel limited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's more of like your mindset, really, just really paying attention because all the things like, mindset, physical, all of that, it's all wrapped up in one. So really paying attention to your mindset, and you might have to go back and revisit that, however long it takes you.
Yep.
But I always, definitely was like a gem.
And you were just saying that, and I'm like thinking in my mind, like discipline brings freedom. And
That's
like when you're actually doing discipline and it's unto something, it should bring freedom.
Yeah.
Like, so if you are working out and you are like trying to clean up your diet and you're being somewhat disciplined, like it's unto, for me, it's unto looking better in my bathing suit, feeling better in my bathing suit in the summer. Like I don't like to come into the summer. They're like, let's go to the pool. And I'm like, I am so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, and feel awkward. But like that feeling of not feeling that way is really like freeing to me.
Yeah.
Or like feeling like you can fit into your clothes well. Like that's really freeing.
Yes.
So
I agree. That is freeing. So
the discipline is unto freedom. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Deep. We're going deep. Okay. You ready for this, Kendra?
Okay.
So what we're going to do like a spitfire.
Okay.
10 tips for fitness. So like each tip is like not long at all, but a spitfire. But you can talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think.
So don't think too deeply, but like don't, I guess not think. I guess you have to think a little bit.
Yeah, because I don't.
Or you'll have nothing.
I mean, right.
I'll go first if you want me to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and this can be from our last podcast, since this is our like last physical one. It could be anything from your life as an athlete, whatever. A YouTube video. That's where I'm going to give you mine from. So a YouTuber that I like, I forget his name at the moment, but I can see his face. You ever do that?
Oh, yeah.
Like I can see him.
Yes.
He said that in order to just stay healthy, he does not skip 2 days of working out in a row. And I want to implement that. I can't lie to you or you guys and say that I'm implementing that right now. But like, he's like, it doesn't even matter what it is. Like, I just don't not be active 2 days in a row. So like if he skips a day, he has to work out the next day. And it could be a walk. It could be a couple sit-ups. Like it doesn't have to be crazy, but like he wants to remain active. So like he doesn't miss 2 days in a row.
Yeah. Does he, oh wait, are we asking?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, does he like specify like what it is that he like does? Like, is he like going to is that his thing? Like where he goes to the gym?
I think
every
it's
day,
different
or
for
is
him.
it like as long as
active.
I walk something or like walk or like
do something,
activity. Okay.
I think that's being active to stay healthy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like that tip. That's
kind of nice, right? I'm
yeah.
Like, you could skip a day, but just like don't skip the next day.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would say tip would be
This is kind of like a sing-off. I feel like
pressure. No, just playing. I'd say finding something you like to do, like especially starting out. So whatever that is, something active. If you like walking, do that. If you like dancing, join a class, or learn a TikTok dance. That's simple, simple enough, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home or the privacy of your own home. That's good. You can do it anywhere. Like you can go outside to the park or at your house. But I'd say, or if you like rollerblading, start that up again, or just whatever it is. So finding something active that you like to do to kind of get your body used to moving and get yourself excited about actually becoming active again. I
love that. It's so simple. Okay, that's great. That's number 2, everybody. Number 3, I would say get wisdom, get understanding, which comes from the Book of Life, but I think it applies to this area especially. Yeah. So I think it's really easy to just like be hard on yourself and just say no to a bunch of desserts. But like the reality is like, why are you saying no to that? Like get the understanding behind the exercises that you're doing, the food that you're eating, all of that, so that you can be even more successful. Yeah. I think when you have knowledge,
education.
Yeah. Knowledge is power. You know what I mean? And so, I think that's huge. And it actually keeps you in it for a longer time. Like I ate paleo, which is like no sugar, very clean, like from the earth kind of eating for 2 years. But it's not because I just like chose a diet and I'm like, I'm going to stick with this. Like my grit and like discipline on its own wasn't enough to keep me in it. But like, I knew I had like a skin disorder and I was like, this is really going to help me get healthy.
That's good.
So I could stick with it for 2 years. And then I'm like, oh wow, like my insulin levels have gone back to normal and like different things. I was able to understand myself and why I was doing things. And that helped the longevity.
Yeah, that's good. I think to tag on to that would be like, it could be a separate thing. Maybe, I don't know, you'll let me know.
It's okay.
But I was thinking 4. Like, we'll go with number 4.
Nonchalantly.
But just like, finding your motivation. So I would say sometimes it's not always, for some it might. Like it might not always be something you will stick with if it's like just to look good. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, finding your why, huh? Yeah, we talked about that too.
Yeah, so finding your why, but what motivates you to continue doing what you're doing? So if it's like what you said for like your skin, or like someone who's just been feeling horrible, or has like might have like a gluten intolerance, or whatever it is, something like with their stomach or whatever. So that might be like their why or like their motivation, and so educating themselves on different stuff that might be helpful to consume and other things that like might not.
That's so good.
That's a good one.
And then you know what? I heard someone say a why for exercising the other day. I was listening to a podcast. They were like, I exercise because of my family. Like I want to be around for my family. Yeah. And I was like, wow, I think sometimes I'm so self-focused when it comes to like my whys, when it comes to fitness and stuff. But I'm like, wow, saying that I'm healthy because I want to make sure I'm around for like this person or that person, or like maybe your audience or like your creative, fan base or whatever, like being around for the long term. I'm like, wow, that's really powerful. That makes you want to exercise.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't feel like exercising, but I want to be around, so I'm going to go to the gym. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
That's really good. Okay. So you were number 4, right?
Mm-hmm. So you're number 5.
Look at you sneaking in there with the,
I don't know. I'm trying. I'm just trying to keep up.
You know what? I would say, my fitness tip for number 5 would be, I know it's not really fitness, but like it's kind of fitness. I think find things to love about yourself throughout the process of like your evolution. Because like
big one.
Huge, right? And I'm learning that too. Like, I'm now in my 30s and I just realized that like I'm not going to look like I looked at 16.
Right.
And it's not because, I'm doing all these bad things. It's just my body has evolved. I have evolved.
Yeah.
And I'm more than just like getting that. Like my worth is not tied to what size anything I wear or like how well I run. Like my worth is so much deeper than that. And finding self-love and things even physically about yourself that you love. I'm like, you know what? I love my eyes. Like, and being able to like articulate that, maybe even speak it in the mirror. Like, I think that's really powerful because, while your thighs are getting in shape, you still love your eyes.
That could be a shirt.
I know. While I work on my thighs, I love my eyes. You know what I mean? And that's not the same for everyone, but you find your thing, That's a really good t-shirt. I'm going to have a hat next time we talk.
Right. Like, oh my God.
Y'all are going to be like, why is she wearing this hat? Anyways, but if you watch this, you would know.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That was
so many
fine.
things are like flying through my head with that. But anyways, I'm gonna restrain.
I know that was so good.
I know. I was like, ooh, okay. I would say number 5. It kind of falls into the category of accountability.
Wait, you're
like,
6.
Oh shoot, that's what I meant.
That's
6.
so good. I knew it.
Wow.
I knew you meant it, but
yeah,
look at you trying to give them more tips.
No, I'm
She's
trying
here
to stay
for you
with
guys.
6. I'm trying to stay with 6.
This is good. Rapid fire. Look at us go.
Yes.
Okay, dang.
First, we started out pretty strong, and we're still strong.
We're still strong.
Yeah, we're still strong.
6. We're in the thick of it.
We really are. Weak. Anyways, okay. So I would say accountability. Like,
Ooh,
I know
that's
you
good.
mentioned last time, like just really missing like having like a group or a family to like work out with or like do active things with. So I would say if that's something that like motivates you or would motivate you, you know what I mean, to get active, then maybe like joining a group online. Like there's lots of like, I know here in Kansas City, they used to have like meetup groups.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So you can like join one of those. That's also a cool way to meet people, I guess. You know what I mean?
It's super fun.
Or just like
At least I think so.
right, like
Yeah.
I mean, you know, or an easy way to meet people. Like if you're more introverted, I guess, you know, because you're all coming together for like some common goal, so you can find something. But yeah, so I was just thinking like doing that or like calling up a group of friends or you know finding someone that y'all can commit to doing something together. So
Oh, I love that.
6.
I love that. Oh, I love a good group mentality. And then like if you join a gym too, sometimes they'll like the cycle bar here in Kansas City, I will sign up. And if like I don't go, they
Cycle
charge my
bar.
bank account $20. And so you're like, I gotta go. Like,
Wait, they charge you if you
yeah,
don't
like
go?
if you miss your class, like you know, you occupy a seat, but you don't show up, they charge you $20. It's the best motivation I've ever had in my life to
Right,
get to the
because
gym.
you don't want to lose.
I'm not trying to lose this $20. And I lost it one time because I forgot. But like, yeah, ever since then I got smarter and I was like, I'm not booking till the day, like the moments before, but like it really makes you.
Yeah, for sure.
Accountability man will make you get there. And
That
you'll be
reminds-
like, yeah,
Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you first.
No, I'm
You'll
sorry, I
be there on the
interrupted you.
cycling seats. Anyways.
Wow. Well, just something along the same lines. There's an app called Kadoo. I think I pronounced it right.
Oh.
But it's kind of like the same thing where you pay money. So you like join this pool of people. So it could be like different challenges, like setups. I think they just added that. You can do push-ups, walking, whatever is on there. Like it's different challenges that people will like make.
That's
and then
cool.
they'll be like, you need to pay $5 to join this challenge. And so everyone who joins the challenge pays $5, and all the people that actually like they might do like a time frame too. So you might have, so if it's push-ups, which I've done that challenge before, I actually really like those challenges. But so if it's push-ups, you have to do, I think there was one time where I did 1,000 push-ups in a month.
Oh, wow.
So you have to like now and say like only 50 people signed up for it, but you paid $10 to do it.
Oh, wow.
So you want to be one of those 50 people that actually finishes it. And like you're kind of banking on people like not finishing it.
Because you split the money?
Yes.
Oh,
amongst the
wow.
people that.
How do you know if they don't finish?
You can see it in the app. You can see how many you've done. Like, so it
wow.
keeps your progress. So it records you and then say.
Oh, it really records
Yeah,
you.
like you have to set it up and you do the
wow.
push-ups and like you have to set it so, you know, so far so it can get the whole angle. Because if not, it's not going to count them. And then you're
Wow.
like, I just did 50 push-ups and didn't get credit for any of that. So you got to make sure, you set it up well. But yeah, it's actually quite fun and it like motivates you because you're like, well, I want to do this challenge, but I also want to get your money back too. So as long as you finish, you get your money back.
That's dope.
If you don't finish,
That might
obviously you don't.
inspire some people. Kadoo, K-A.
Yeah. Oh, CADOO. I think it's
Okay,
CADOO.
Kadoo.
Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
that's legit.
Yeah, CADOO.
Hey, listen, if you have trouble working out, maybe Kadoo is for you. That's so good. Okay, what are we on? You're 6? I'm 7?
Wait, I did
were
6. You did 7, and then
No, I think I'm on 7.
no, that wasn't my tip. That was just
Oh.
Sorry. You did. I did 6, right? Because then
it would
I
be
did
me,
accountability. 7. You did 7 because you said the cycle bar. Was that your
Oh,
tip?
no.
Oh,
That was just me jumping on your.
Oh, never mind.
Even though, thank you very much for listening. I'm kidding. Okay, number 7. I would say, I had it. Oh, the whole tip that Christian gave about like eating, being 85% or more of your transformation. I think that's just good to know. Like maybe it's a tip, maybe it's not. Like take it for what it's worth. But the knowledge of like, you don't need to kill yourself in the gym. Like sometimes you just need to get the knowledge of like what foods are really good for you.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot online. Don't be led astray because there's so much. I feel like it's a dark hole, but like, Yeah, I think just knowing that is really helpful.
Yeah, I would. Oh,
It's probably more, to be honest, but.
No,
yeah.
I would say, to piggyback real quick, like that's a good one. I would also say to try not to get, for some people, which we might need disclaimers too, but like try not to get super focused, like too focused on that. Like I would say, if you know that that's like the way your brain works or whatever, maybe finding like a nutritionist or something
getting
like that,
help.
or like a personal trainer, because they ones that help with like what you're eating too, to kind of help. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use the word police that, but like
guide.
Yes,
guide?
Thank you. I was like, I don't want to use the word police, but like guide you. That way it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off of you, to where you become so like, I have to count this. And because you're not wanting to like be super into like counting calories. I mean, again, some people might like that. They're fine with that. They've never had a problem. That motivates them. Cool. But like for other people who maybe that's been a problem in the past, or could possibly potentially be a problem.
Could be traumatizing.
Yes.
Or triggering.
Yes.
Yeah,
so it's kind
100%.
of like, you don't want to get too focused on that, but maybe finding someone else to kind of guide you, or like take more of that pressure off. That
and
way
recommend
you can just
diets for you.
And different
like,
things.
I mean, this is probably another tip, but like finding one diet, not like 3 diets, you know what I mean, that work for you. Because some people take on so much, and I'm like, whoa, it's actually quite simple. Like if you find something that works for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also too, something that people don't like realize too, a lot of the time when you're working out, and like, say if your goal is to get stronger, you're eating more. Like people think I got to eat less. Like sometimes I follow this fitness, what would you call it? I guess fitness blogger, fitness influencer, whatever. But even like with like her talking, like a lot of people think that they need to be in a deficit the whole time.
And that's not
a
good
lot
for
of
your
people
body.
And like a lot of times to actually show like lean muscle mass and like different things like that, it's to be in maintenance. So like I would say honestly, just finding a trainer, finding a nutritionist who can actually guide you and teach you how to do that, or teach you how to look at it. That way,
even if it's like a Zoom call, like it doesn't have to be like a $300 trainer.
No,
sometimes
just like
you think trainer, you think
it.
like expensive, like at the gym. But like you could find someone at Planet Fitness, I'm sure. Like
I think they have personal training,
and they're like not as expensive. And then like even maybe on a Zoom, like. Well, not on Zoom, but like I'm sure like Fiverr would have some like people that would just guide you, jump on a call with you, and
you don't, and like I'm not saying like you have to do it like the whole like.
It could just be once,
just like meeting with someone who is knowledgeable in that.
Yeah.
That way you have, like we were talking about, you're educating yourself, having the tools, so you're not just out there like floundering around and like 100%. Doing all this stuff and it's not doing anything.
It's not helping you. It's just
not at all. It's actually just making it worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so tip 8.
Yeah, 8.
Let's see. I would say, I don't know if we already said this, but and let me know.
No,
having like grace with yourself. Like, do we already mention like something along that line?
I don't think we did.
Okay, so
I think you just took my notes.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's good. Great minds think alike.
You can always add on.
No, you're good.
But I was gonna say like having grace with yourself. I would say also maybe this kind of ties into like what's your focus, like your motivation too, but maybe like shoot, I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit to where I was going with that, but I'd say maybe like the time frame, like not always like trying to do it. You know how they have like get fit in 20 days, like lose weight in 50 days, like,
which is really wild,
right? Like maybe not focusing on that, and maybe like just focusing on the journey and like doing something new, and like giving yourself grace to just enjoy that ride. Like, so if good. You know what I mean, and then watching I feel like that's freeing, and then also you might see more results because you're enjoying the ride, you're giving yourself grace. Like, you might have a one-off, that's okay, that's not gonna mess up your progress. That actually might be teaching your body to like, oh, I'm not being deprived of this, so I'm not gonna hold on to it once I get it, you know what I mean?
100%.
So having grace. And I just thought of another tip, so go ahead.
Okay, cue for number 10. All right, let's see here. I was gonna say that's kind of like very similar, but along the same lines. I'm just going to say it. Yeah. So my number 9 was just like, You said have grace with yourself. I
Yeah.
would say like realize it's a journey.
Ooh, yeah.
And everything in our world right now just feels so like instantaneous. Like I'm hungry, I go to the fast food place, they make my food in like less than 5 minutes and I'm
Yeah.
out the door. And I think this is like a life journey, learning to give your body what it needs and, you know, correct bad habits and make good habits and all of these things that really help your health in the long term. It's a long-term journey. And if you can like burn that into your brain, you're not in such a rush to be on like a crazy fad diet or like deprive yourself. And like you want to have self-love, because how do you keep this going long-term if you don't love yourself, you know? So I think, realizing the journey is long, but very rewarding.
That's good. Darn, I think actually this was already a tip, because you
What?
mentioned, I think we both mentioned it. It was about to be like, don't deprive yourself. But like,
I don't think you said it like that though. We said self-love, grace.
Yeah, I mean,
the journey's long.
let me see if I can think of something
We're
else.
so
If not, I'll
positive.
just I know. I was like, let me think if I can think of something else.
80
but-
jumping jacks a day.
Right. Like, let's see. I mean, there's so many things.
I know, right?
I guess I can't think of one off the top of my head to like really, I guess, tease out. So I will just go with depriving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't.
Stick with that. That's totally
Yeah. I would say don't get in that. Again, it has to do with mindset. Like, don't get in a mindset that's like, all this is, all I need to do, all I want to do is just deprive myself, or like, I have to deprive myself to get results, or to, you know, feel this type of way. Like, again, just really watching your mindset, really. Because the why of why you're doing this is to, you know, XYZ overall, to get healthy.
Yeah.
So, and that ultimately influences your brain. Like, you know what I mean? And like how you
Absolutely.
think, how you live your life.
Yeah.
How, you know what I mean? So, I guess really just working on changing your mindset about being physical, and like about how to nourish your body in general. Just, and like,
I love that.
Yeah. And just, again, that I guess coincides with like having grace. Just, it should be something that's like, it doesn't have to be fun all the time. It's not going to be fun all the time. Let's just say that, like, what it is. But it should be something that you enjoy and doesn't feel too much like a chore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I would
That's
say
good.
that. And
It's a good last one.
oh, this kind of ties into it. But like also too, like going with, like if you do have a nutritionist, or you do, if you are working with a trainer, or if you have educated yourself, like a lot of times, they'll tell you just to concentrate on your macros, like, you know, majority of like protein, carbs, and fat, and just looking at those, but not getting like super
Granular with it.
Yeah, I mean, there is a science to it. Like, don't get us wrong.
Or it wouldn't be a thing.
Right, don't get us wrong. But like, again, just knowing, like being self-aware of yourself to know whether or not you can go that deep with it yourself, or if you need someone to kind of come alongside of you. That way you don't
to, like,
get
be the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because it's easy to get like obsessive and like,
yes.
wild out on it. Yeah.
Yes.
This is good, Kendra. I feel like this is a good ending to our physical component of our series. What do you think?
I think so. I think
I think so too. Y'all can take these tips and run with them. And I'm probably going to listen back too and be like, using all this for motivation. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think so. Because I mean, we're trying to level up here. We're not
Level
trying
up.
to stay in old habits. You know
Old
what I mean?
habits. Leveling
Trying
up
to
does
build
require
healthier
some
ones.
discipline and dying to self, 100%. Like
For
in
sure.
the best way. Like
Yes, in the best way.
dying
Not
to like pride and
yeah,
like laziness or whatever it is, old thoughts, all of that.
for sure.
So next time we're going to be talking about how to practically like build as a creative. So I'm so
Yeah.
excited about that. So the soul, we labeled it practical because there's very practical things that'll help your soul. So like if you're not making money as a creative, that can affect your soul after a while. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you end up being just all over the place and doing things that maybe you don't want to do or like whatever. So I'm excited to talk about that. Maybe we'll have some guests.
Yes.
Going to talk to some guests, get them on here, help us out. Because I want some tips from others too. I'm like, I don't know it all. We don't know it all.
Right, we don't.
So we'll invite some people on and Here we go. I'm
Sounds
excited.
good.
Make sure you guys subscribe. And if you need a PDF with those exercises, make sure you click that button, or not button, sorry, that link.
That link.
In the show
Click that
notes. And you'll have that sent to you. And anything else you want to say, Kendra, before we tune out?
No, just be kind to
Everybody
yourself.
in a body is
Is a creative.
Bye, you guys.